Hi, Kerry here from My Cloud Bookkeeping. One of the questions I often get asked is, if I've connected my bank to QuickBooks, do I still need to do a reconciliation? And the answer is yes, you most definitely still do need to reconcile all of your bank and credit card transactions. That's how you can make sure that what you've got in QuickBooks is accurate, not doubled up, you're not missing anything. Sometimes the bank feed might drop out for a day, or you'll duplicate transactions. We'll talk about that a little more later on. So what I've done in this video is I'm going to walk you through the steps of what you need to do before you reconcile your bank so that you have a lot more chance of having an accurate reconciliation. There's a checklist down below. If you want to download it now, you can check through it as we go, or you can use it for future reference. Firstly, if you're using HubDoc or Receipt Bank to photograph your expenses or your receipts, be sure that you process everything that you've uploaded before this next step. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, just move on to the next step. Now in QuickBooks, we're going to want to update our banking information. Pop over to the left-hand tab for banking, and here we'll add our bank accounts, and we're going to click Update. And what this will do is it'll bring in any transactions on the bank that haven't been brought into your bank feed already. Now, this is the sample company. Obviously, there's nothing to update. Now, if your account is one of the ones that doesn't connect to QuickBooks, you can upload a file from here. So pop here, File, Upload. You'll have to go to your bank to download the file. I'm pretty sure I have another video on that, so I'll make sure the link's in the top right so you can go and find out how to do that if you need to. Now, once you've updated your bank feed, you can see that there are some easy wins down here. Some of these things have already matched, which is fantastic. But do be careful. Make sure you only match things that you're certain are accurate, or you'll end up with duplicated transactions, which is the most common error that I see. I always do a little quick check, the date. This description column comes from the bank. That looks like it's fine. So I just always just look at them before you match them, because it's so easy to get excited and hit match, and next thing you know, your books are an absolute disaster. Here we go again. This one looks fine here. So just work your way through all of the matched transactions you find on your bank feed. The next thing that I do is I look to see if there are little transactions that repeat, and here on the bank feed we're not seeing that, but perhaps on your account you might have, say for example, transfer fees of $1.50 and 6 of them, or maybe you run into Starbucks every morning and there's $2.27. You can create a rule for those. You can pop up here into rules and make a rule just to deal with any of those things that you're not putting through Receipt Bank, you're not putting through HubDoc, and that maybe you haven't already entered into QuickBooks. And that'll save you a lot of time. Now we've had our easy wins, our rules have been dealt with. Let's look at what we do with what's remaining. Now let's have a look at this line here, Chin's Gas. We're going to click on the row, note on the row, not in the check mark or on the word add. And then we go to this radio button, Find Match. So QuickBooks is going to look for items to match. And as you can see here, it's found a check for Chin's Gas for $185. Now I have no idea why this didn't match on the bank feed, but it's matched now. So we can click Save, and that clears that one off the bank feed. So scroll through. If there's anything else you should have entered into QuickBooks, match it up now. Then we're left to enter the items that we know we haven't entered into QuickBooks still on the bank feed. So here we have one from A Rental. Now perhaps this is somebody we've just started dealing with. They're not in QuickBooks yet, so we'll set them up as a vendor. And now I'm going to put it to Equipment Rental. So we'll pop this to Equipment Rental here, and we will add the transaction. And QuickBooks has kind of decided, hey, well, if this is where you put it last time, this is where we're going to suggest now. And that's okay, so we'll add it. Not creating a rule. So here we go, work through everything that you have here until you've completely cleared your bank feed. You really only need to clear the bank feed up to the date of the reconciliation you're doing, but for this example here, I've cleared all of them. So now you're ready to reconcile your account. I'm going to link to the video that shows you how to do that, but before that, I'm just going to show you quickly where to go and look for it. So you need to get your statement from the bank, either online or on paper. I don't like to print things, but I must admit I'm pretty old school when it comes to doing my bank reconciliation, and I normally do. You pop up here to the icon, you can find Reconcile here. You go down to Accounting here, find Reconcile here. Now for some reason, I don't know why, I just always go through the register and I click Reconcile from here. And this is where you get to the place where you can reconcile your bank account. Now here's an important tip. After you've done your reconciliation, so I guess probably not now, but later. If you've got any items remaining on that bank reconciliation page, you need to investigate them. If one of the items is a check that you just know is going to clear in the next month, don't worry about it. But if you have older items, that's showing that there are things in QuickBooks that shouldn't be there. Often it's duplicated transactions. Once again, it's still the thing I'm coming across the most. So I'll be doing another video to talk about matching transactions and then probably creating some sort of a course to help you clean them up if you're in that situation. So if you follow all of these steps, you can head straight to your reconciliation, and chances are, hopefully, everything will be fine. If there's not, I've included other links throughout the videos just to different videos to show you how to do bank reconciliation, matching, just different things that hopefully will help you along the way. So download the checklist, get started, click like, subscribe to my channel. I'm working on a lot more content. Right now we're in coronavirus time, so I have no idea when you're watching this. Hopefully it's all a distant memory, but I'm going to be working on a lot more content to help people get their books cleaned up while all of this is going on. If there's anything else you want to know about, also do make a comment. In my next video, it could be for you. Cheers.